it's just so stupid. It's like just a stark example of what the school approach is like really everything you can.
Doji, the doji of it all, talking about, did you know we've got a program? It's all about like breeding flies.
Yeah, why are they making flies sterile? The sterile fly thing is kind of cool. Like it's really cool.
It's marvelous science.
It's just a precursor to them making all of us sterile because they want to put the stuff in our body. Like it's just that kind of shit. So no, it's cool because it's a dude to like solve this problem. Using science, it's really cool. Same thing with the like again, so like
Wait.
Sterile fly thing is kind of cool. Like it's really cool. It's just a precursor to them making all of us sterile because they want to put the stuff in our body. Like it's just that kind of shit. So no, it's
The hell? Watch out. I need to turn down the desktop. Hello, everybody. I have a new computer and I had to reconfigure OBS. And normally when I start the intro and start the live broadcast, nothing from the room goes through with the audio. Well, apparently with the new OBS, everything goes through. So I was listening to a funny podcast and I realized, oh my gosh, everybody can hear that in the intro. And I laughed because it was funny. But it kind of goes with this theme of finding your inner light, because really we have to find joy somewhere. And if there's something funny that you can listen to on a daily basis or just every other day, I encourage you to watch or listen to it, because if it can make you laugh, I mean like a real guttural laugh, you are going to get this rush of endorphins that just make you feel so much better. And that's what I was doing when I was starting the stream. So live and learn. Do not have the volume up on my phone when I'm listening to a podcast. And don't laugh out loud when I start a stream. But anyway, I'm learning as I go. I haven't been doing this long and I am learning. And sometimes I have to learn the hard way. One time I started a live stream without having the intro up. So I'm just staring at my computer when it starts. So I do hope you'll forgive me. I don't have anybody helping me out with any of this. Everything I do on my own, all the themes, all the intentions, all the video editing that I do for the other things like pre-recorded yoga videos, any of my travel videos, all of that I've done. I don't have any help doing any of this. I've certainly had people reach out and offer to become my employee, but I'm not making any money on YouTube, so I can't afford to hire anybody. But if you are watching this, I did not take time out to see how many people are watching. I just laughed and immediately sat down. But today's intention is not really serious. It is something to help us just find joy. And when things are as bad as they are in the world right now, it's difficult to find joy. So that's why I was saying, listen to something funny. Find a comedian's podcast or just funny people that can talk about what's going on in the world with a light spin that will make you laugh. It's cathartic. But this week's intention is going to be to find your inner light. Now, whether it comes from comedy or whether it comes from getting close to nature, whether it comes to petting a dog, Yes, I have a dog in the room. He's afraid of storms, and we had a really big one come through here, so he's all drugged up. So the poor guy is on trazodone right now, but he's still having quite a time with the storm. But I never lost my power. So that is inner light. My good energy prevented us from losing our power tonight. I like to think that way anyway. But for tonight, what we're going to do first is we're going to start in a cross-legged position. And what we're going to do is lean over our lap. So we're going to take our torso, trying to keep our back nice and straight. We want to pinch our shoulder blades together as we lean over, as almost as if we're just peering into a pond. We're on the edge of the pond and we're peering in. We've got our hands on our knees to start. But reach out with your hands and crawl forward, and then see if you can find enough space to place your elbows on the floor. Then take a deep breath in and look forward, and then tuck your chin to your chest. We're going to sit like this just for a moment or two, taking deep breaths, feeling the stretch in our shoulders and our back, and even our legs. We should be getting a really good stretch in our upper thigh, in our hamstrings, a little bit more on the side that is crossed under, but we're going to change sides here in a moment. Take a deep breath in again and breathe out. Now we're going to crawl our hands back to the starting position and raise our head up nice and high and tall. Now we're going to change the cross of our legs. So it might feel a little wonky. I've gotten more used to it. The longer I've practiced yoga, I really don't have a dominant cross any longer, but it does feel different. Now, just like we did on the other side, first we're going to lean over as if we're peering into that pond. Take a deep breath in and out. Then take your hands and crawl out in front of you. And then lean down on your elbows. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe in and out. Now we should be getting a good stretch in our hamstrings on the right side, or whichever side you've tucked in first. Breathing in and out. Then crawl your hands back to our starting position, keeping our back nice and straight, reaching up to the sky with the crown of our head. Maybe rock your head side to side. Please comment if there's something wrong with the audio, since that little kerfuffle happened during the intro, because I want to be able to make sure that I make the proper adjustments to OBS. But Sunday night I got home and my computer was dead, and they couldn't even access any of my data. Even though we had the key to the hard drive, we couldn't get into the memory to retrieve my old data. So I had to start all over again. And I've lost a lot of my videos that I had for members. So I'm going to have to re-record each one of those. But enough about me. Just if there is a problem with the audio, please leave a comment so I'll know. And then I can try to make adjustments this week. But now we're in our cobbler's pose. So have your feet with your soles together. And we're going to lean over and peer into our pond, just like we did with our legs in cross-legged. So again, we want to pinch our shoulder blades together. Imagine a bright light is coming out of your heart, showing others your inner light, and then lean forward. Now this time, we'll be able to reach out with our hands, but most likely with our legs in the way, we won't be able to reach down with our elbows. That's fine. But reach out as far as you can to get a really good stretch in your shoulders and your upper back. Take a deep breath in and tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to rise up and we're going to head to all fours. So make sure that you have good alignment, that your hands are just below your shoulders, and that your knees are just below your hips. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift that right foot up to the sky. Then we're going to take our left hand and reach forward, looking forward. Then we're going to reach back and grab our right toes and push out with your foot while your hand is pulling your foot towards your body. Really push and pull, opening your heart space forward, breathing in and out. Then let go gently. Don't let your foot become a boomerang. Well, not necessarily a boomerang. It's something that might fly out. Then we're going to switch sides, lift that left leg up to the sky, pointing our toes. I don't think I mentioned that with the right side. Reaching forward with our right hand, and then reaching around to grab our left toes, pushing our left foot into our hand, and pulling our foot with our right hand. Looking forward, keeping that heart space open, breathing in and out. And let go gently. Now we're going to take our left leg and swing it over to the side. Lift that right leg and place it near the end of your mat with the sole of your foot completely in contact with the mat. Bring that left hand just below your shoulder and then bring your right hand up to the sky. Again, manifesting our inner light. Breathing in and out. Then take your right hand down to the mat. Bring your right knee to take the place of your left knee. Reach out with your left foot. Place your right hand under your shoulder and lift that left hand up to the sky, letting our inner light shine. Stay grounded to your mat, digging in with your feet, and release. Now we're going to bring our knees together, sideways on the mat, and we're going to sit here in our hero variation for just a moment. If you have a tough time with your wrist, that might have been a little bit rough, going straight from table position to that gate variation. So we're going to just sit here and let our hands rest. Maybe extend your fingers out and squeeze them in. Now we're going to go back to the mat and we're going to go straight to a plank pose. So curl your toes under. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, reaching back with the heels. We're going to hold this for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lifting your hips high and back, down dog. Step it out a little bit. I thought I would get a reaction from the puppy that's here when I said the word dog. I think he's really out of it. There's been storms for 2 nights, so he had his medication last night, and when his owner brought him here today, she said he was probably hungover. Now we're going to anchor that left heel, and we're not going to go into 3-legged dog. We're just going to take our right foot and step immediately into a low lunge. Be light on your fingers. Do not put any pressure or weight on your hands. We want to allow the muscles of our legs to keep us up. Then we're going to place our hands on the mat and step that right foot back to our down dog. Now we're going to anchor our right heel and step forward with that left foot. Again, allowing the strength of our legs to hold us in place, not relying on our hands. And this time we're going to step that right foot up to meet the left into our forward fold. Now, place your feet together, really together. Bend your knees just a little bit. Then we're going to take a breath in as we rise up halfway to flat back, pinching our shoulder blades together, and breathe out as we lower. Then we're going to rise up again, taking a deep breath in, pinching our shoulder blades together. This time, place your hands back like airplane arms. And one good way to check and make sure your feet are in a proper position is just to see if you can lift your toes and not lose your balance. I like to do that as a reminder when I'm practicing to keep 4 parts of my feet in contact with my mat. Now, the next time we take a breath in, we're going to swing our arms slowly forward and go into chair pose. Feet are still flush together. Then going back to that flat back position with our arms in airplane position, and then bringing them forward again into chair pose. Now we're going to release it and go back into that forward fold. Then sweep our arms down to come up and overhead and bringing our hands together in prayer position. Now that we did that chair pose, we're going to do a little balance, and it's going to involve a partial chair. We're going to go into eagle. So what that means is we're going to take our right foot and place it on the other side of our left foot. Now, if you feel like you can wrap your foot around, we'll do that in a moment. I can't, so I'm not even going to try. Now, our right leg is on top. So we're going to take our left arm and go underneath and wrap around. And then we're going to go into a chair pose from here. And our right foot is basically a kickstand. But if you can wrap it around that calf of the left leg, feel free to do it. There's no way I can. I don't think I could when I was younger. But we're going to take a deep breath here and breathe out. Breathe in and out. And release and unwind. He's really out of it. There's more thunder. He's completely out of it. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take that left foot and place it on the other side of your right. Reach your arms out. I'm losing my voice again. Now our left hand is going to go, our right hand is going to go under. I think I did that earlier. And we're going to go into that chair pose. And again, wrapping that foot around your calf if you can. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Then unravel. We're going to go back to the head of our mat. We're going to have our feet together, really together. We're going to sweep our arms down to come up and go straight into that forward fold, placing our hands on the mat and stepping back with the right foot, then the left. And then we're going to go into a chaturanga and up into up dog. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Imagine your light shining out of your heart. And then tuck your toes under and go back up to down dog. Now we're going to anchor that right heel, lift that left leg up to the sky, bring it in and up to a low lunge. Then we're going to shift our back foot, the right foot, so that the toes are pointing out to the corner. And then we're going to lift our hands up and overhead for warrior one. Now make sure that your hips are as square as you can get them, facing forward. And a deep bend in that front leg. Then sweep that right arm down and up and overhead, maybe widening your stance a little bit for warrior two. Then take that left hand up and overhead, peaceful warrior. And we're going to lower back to the mat and step back with that left foot into our plank pose. We're going to go into that chaturanga again. So lower halfway, shifting forward and coming up to up dog. Now curl the toes under, back up, down dog. Now we're going to anchor our left heel and lift our right foot high to the sky. We're going to bring it forward into our low lunge. Holding this for just a moment. Try to pinch your shoulder blades together, letting your heart space shine forward. Then shift on that back foot so that it's pointing at an opposite corner in the room, and rise up to warrior one on this side. Take a deep breath in and out. Then take that left hand down and cartwheeling up and overhead, widening our stance for warrior two. Then lifting that right hand up and overhead, looking up to the sky, peaceful warrior. Then cartwheeling back to that low lunge, stepping that left foot back, this time to down dog. This time we're going to lower our knees. We're going to cross our ankles and come to a seated position. And I talked a lot at the beginning, so for that I apologize, because that means we're going to be going over 7:30 most likely. But we're here in staff position. I want you to really dig into your mat with your hands and with your thighs. You'll feel your feet come up off the mat. Take deep, deep breaths. Then release and lift your right foot, bending your right knee, taking your left arm and wrapping it around your right knee, and take your right hand and place it back behind you. We're not really putting any weight on this hand. We just want to have it out there to help us, or to remind us to keep our back nice and straight. So we're not putting any weight at all on that hand. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So release that leg, let it go out in front of you. Take that left leg up and in. Right arm hooks around that left knee, and our left hand is back behind us. So take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Then release. And now we're going to lower to our backs, and we're going to work on our core for just a little bit. So place your hands out in front of you, maybe interlace your fingers and have a steeple grip. And we're going to lower slow as we can to our backs. I'm going to try to get straightened on my mat. Now we're going to bring both knees up to our chest. This is to get our back flat to the mat. Could never get, when I have my mat at an angle, I can never get centered. And we're just going to rock back and forth just a little bit, just to get a little massage on our lower back. Maybe tilt forward to get the sacrum. Then we're going to grab the right knee, lift the left leg to the sky, and lower slowly. And try to hold it at the point where you feel your abdominal wall engage. So let it hover, but recruiting all the muscles in our abdominal wall to help hold it up. So we're not really using leg muscles as much as we are our abdominal wall. Then we're going to bring it back up. We're going to switch. Right leg up to the sky, shoulders in contact with the mat. Lower that right leg right to the point where you feel your abdominal wall engage. And hold. We're working so many muscles in our abdominal wall and we don't even realize it until we go to get up out of bed tomorrow, that is. And we're going to lift it, grab both knees. Now we're going to have both legs up in the sky. And we're going to lower the left leg to that same point. And then the right leg. So we're going to do scissoring with our legs, keeping our lower back flush with the mat. So you might not be able to lower your legs very low because it might bring your lower back up off the mat. You can hold on to the edge of your mat. I'm going to slide over a little bit. That's why it's important to be centered so that you can actually grab your mat. We're going to do this for a couple more seconds. One more time on each side, left, right, and then grab your legs and squeeze your knees to your chest. And we're going to go into a supine twist. So grab that left knee first and shift your hips to the left and let your leg fall to your right side, reaching to the left with your left arm. I'll be checking for dust in my bookshelf. Breathing in and out. We're going to switch sides. So bring your right knee up to your chest, give it a little squeeze, and shifting your hips to the right, let your right knee fall to the left side. Now I can give him a back scratch. You can't see him in the frame, maybe just part of his back. He's being a very good boy. Take a deep breath in and out. And we're going to bring everything back to the center of our mat. Stretch our legs out and our hands out. Let your hands fall palm up and allow your feet to fall to the side. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Shavasana. We want to make sure that we're relaxing every muscle. We don't want to be clenching in our fingers or our jaw or our toes. We want to be completely relaxed. And remember this week to find your inner light. Now, it's entirely up to you if you share that light, but if you possess that light and feel it, people will see it. It's just what happens. When you're feeling good about yourself, people know and they can sense it. And that's a good thing because we want to try to spread joy, spread happiness. So I'm going to get up and slowly, now with the new computer, I mean, my camera might not freeze up, but a lot of unexpected things have happened. Now, OBS supposedly lets me see the live chat. I don't see any comments. So I'm going to look on my phone and there's no comments. So I do hope the audio is okay. I tried to add the correct things, but the scenes are a lot different than they were in the older version of OBS. But I do hope you have a wonderful week and that you do find your inner light. And I will see you again next time. Bye.